How guys text when they like you. The top 10 clues. Let's face it, sometimes, guys are really hard to read. We've all been there, texting with a guy back and forth. But you just don't know where it's going. It's frustrating. Trying to figure out if a guy likes you isn't easy. In fact, it can be confusing and stressful too. But there is a smart way to do it. Today, we'll show you how to read a guy's mind through text. If a guy likes you, he will text you differently. You just need to spot the clues. If you want to learn how to tell if a guy likes you over text, just look for these 10 clues in his text messages. If they keep appearing, he probably has a crush on you. Watch all 10 clues very carefully. The more they appear, the higher the chances that he likes you. Before going to the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Number 1. He asks you a lot of questions. Guys love to ask you questions to keep the conversation going. There are 2 reasons behind this. First, he is curious about you, and wants to find out more. But more importantly, he just feels good talking to you over text. When he asks you questions, he's actually trying to keep the conversation alive. This is a good chance to tell him more about yourself, and also to bring the conversation to a deeper level. Here's the truth. Do you know why text conversations die off? Because they are too logical. And that makes them boring. Remember the golden rule: attraction happens on an emotional level. To avoid this, you must insert emotions into your text conversations. Make them about feelings, not facts. Bringing the conversation to a deeper level brings you two together. Number 2. He starts conversations. This is the strongest sign a guy likes you. Put yourself in his shoes. If he is interested in you, he will text you first to start conversations. In fact, according to human biology, it is normal for guys to make the first move. Obviously, you have to be smart about this. The things he talks about are also very important. Number 3. He texts you when he's out with his friends. Have you ever noticed how boys act differently with their friends and with a girl? It's all due to psychology. He switches modes. Friends mode versus love mode. When a guy hangs out with his boys, he's there to relax and joke around. This is the friends mode. But with a girl, the interaction is a lot more emotional. There is tension that both of you can feel. And that's a good thing. In the love mode, the guy is focused on you. You have his attention, and maybe even his heart. If a guy is texting you when he's out with his friends, it means he's thinking of you, and he's in the love mode. You're still on his mind even though you're not with him. And he wants you to be there with him. This is one of the strongest signs that a guy likes you. And if you like him back, you shouldn't waste this chance. Number 4. He seems concerned about you. Do you know what's the most important part of love and attraction? It's not looks. And it's not similarities. It's something called emotional investment. Here's what it means. If a guy is emotionally invested, his emotions are strongly tied to you. His mood go up and down because of you. If you ignore him, he reacts quickly and becomes depressed. On the other hand, giving him more attention will make him feel great. It also means he will share your emotions. If you're happy, he will also feel happy. The more emotionally invested he is in you, the more he likes you. When a guy likes a girl, they will try to show her they care about her. They might text you to ask how are you? Or did you get home safe? This is their way of moving it beyond just friends. This is a great sign, because it shows they are emotionally invested in you. If they have your well-being in mind, chances are he sees you as more than a friend. The more he does it, the more you can be sure this is the case. Number 5. He sends you long texts. Fact, most guys are lazy at texting. Some guys reply with 1 or 2 words. Some guys even ignore texts. Writing long texts takes a lot of time and attention. If he's sending you long text messages, it means you're on his mind. Think of it the other way around. If a guy is interested in you, he'll obviously spend more time and effort texting you. The longer his text messages are, the more he's thinking of you. Number 6. He usually texts you back right away. Have you ever waited before texting back, to look less desperate? It's perfectly normal. And guys do it a lot. But if he's texting back right away, it probably means he can't hold back. Even though he has other things on his schedule, he's taking the time to reply to you. He is making you his priority. It also means he likes texting you, and wants to keep the conversation going. Number 7. He uses emojis. Guys use emojis for 2 main reasons. First, to lighten the mood and keep things positive. If he is using emojis at the end of his messages, he's trying to keep the convo alive by keeping you interested. They will also use emojis to make things less awkward. It's a way of saying he likes you, without typing "I like you." He might send you a heart or a kissy face emoji. It's his way of showing his feelings, while looking casual and fun. 'Cause let's face it, guys love to look cool and casual. Number 8. He texts you for no reason. Have you ever heard of a NART? NART stands for no apparent reason texts. There's a huge difference between the way guys text their friends and girls they fancy. With friends, they usually have a purpose behind the text. For example, they're talking about what time to meet up for lunch. With girls they're interested in, the purpose behind texting is just conversation and flirting. That's why they send NARTs. They might send you a funny GIF, or maybe a video. Sometimes, they just ask "How are you?" These texts show up in your inbox suddenly, out of the blue. They're basically excuses to start talking to you. The more excuses he makes to start chatting with you, the more likely it is that he's interested in you. Number 9. He avoids conflict with you. Fact, liking a girl makes a guy nervous. This is because he doesn't want to ruin the bond between you and him. There's a lot of pressure on him to say the right things. If a guy likes you, he will try his best to keep things positive. He'll agree a lot with you, and avoid disagreement. Bonus tip, count how many emojis, lols and ha-ha-s he uses. These are all signs he's trying to keep a positive, casual vibe. The harder he tries, the more he likes you. Remember what we learned in clue number 4, the most important part of attraction is emotional investment. These signs all show how emotionally invested he is in you. The more he cares about keeping good vibes, the more invested he is. Number 10. He texts you throughout the day. This is one of the biggest signs a guy is interested. When he texts you all day long, it means he is emotionally invested in you. It might not be non-stop texting, but if the messages are spread throughout the day, it means you're on his mind all day. This also means he simply feels good when he's talking to you. If you two are texting throughout the day, it basically means you're in one long conversation from morning until night. This is a strong sign he has feelings for you, more than just friends. Bonus, lock in his attraction before it's too late. Here's the deal, a guy's attention span is very short. Most girls screw up because they don't know how to take things to the next level. These conversations end up going nowhere, and soon, he loses interest and forgets about you completely. That's why you must act fast. There are special words and techniques you can use in your text messages to move things forwards. They target the emotional triggers inside the male mind, using psychology. These will help you lock in the feelings he was for you. They will become deeper and more powerful. The guy becomes more than just interested, he will want you. The best part? It doesn't even matter who you are, or what you look like. That's because these techniques are based on the psychology and science behind relationship dynamics. Let's face it, dating is really confusing sometimes. That's because people don't really know what's going on inside their hearts. You just have to learn how love actually happens. The sooner you learn about how attraction works, the faster your dating life will improve. Not only will you attract the guys you like, he will want you, respect you, love you, and never let you go. Don't waste the years of your life, failing again and again in your relationships. So start using these texts today, and watch how guys fall crazy in love with you.